Alright, y'all. In this video, I wanted to make about... I remember I did a video a while back saying, ranking all the JoJo villain haircuts. And this one I want to do the main JoJo haircuts. Because I haven't done a tier list in a minute. And I was like, yeah, you know, I might as well do the haircuts. So, I'm gonna start off with part 1, Jonathan Joestar. Jonathan Joestar's haircut. I think, I'm gonna be honest, his haircut is very bland. It's Jonathan Joestar. He's the first JoJo. It's bland. It's bland. It's very bland. I don't think it's bad. It reminds me a lot of Kenshiro, but it's just very kind of bland. It kind of gives off like a different kind of style. It's definitely different than, like, you know, the usual short black hair Kirito kind of hairstyle a lot of anime protagonists have. I think Jonathan's is kind of like a little retro, and I like that about him. The Kenshiro hairstyle, you know, kind of resembles Guts a tiny bit. So I like that about Jonathan Joestar's hair, but for the most part, it's pretty bland. So where I'll put him, I will put him like C tier. I don't think that haircut's bad. It's just a little bland. It's just a little bland even for me. But that does not say I don't like it. It's cool. It's better than a lot of, you know, regular anime protagonist hairstyles that's kind of running around. But after that is Joseph Joestar. Joseph Joestar's haircut. Now, I kind of do like it. Kind of, you know, the brown hair with like the long, like this. It's definitely like memorable. You know, it's not like a whatever kind of hairstyle that I'm just gonna forget. Like Jonathan's is like, that's kind of forgettable, you know. Like Joseph's is definitely kind of a little more memorable to me. I think it has a different kind of style, its own like unique style to it. So where I will put it, I'll put it C tier above Jonathan Joestar. I'll put it C tier. Next is Jotaro. Now, Jotaro's haircut, I'm gonna combine his hair with like what he normally wears, which is his hat, because he's got like the hat hair duo where like you can barely tell where the hat and hair like stops, you know, like you can barely tell, and I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. You got like, he like rips the back of his hats off and just leaves the, you know, the front of his hat. And this is specifically from part 3 Jotaro, with like the blue or the black in the anime. But I do like this style. It is a little goofy, but it's JoJo. It's gonna be goofy. I think it's definitely iconic. When I think of hat, like what other character rips the back of his hat off to make it like half hair, half hat? You know, what other character does that? I can't think of any. Jotaro, very unique hairstyle. I like it. I'm gonna put it B tier. I'll put it B tier because it could be like A tier. I think A tier is a little too much for this hairstyle. I think it's a little too much, like, because at the end of the day, it's just like the dude's just wearing a hat with his hair showing in the back. You know, I think it's cool that we can't really tell where his hat or hair starts or ends. I think that's a nice touch, but I think it's a B tier. It's not like Joseph or Jonathan, but B tier is good for Jotaro's hair. After Jotaro is Josuke. Josuke has like your typical like delinquent kind of hairstyle. I think that fits, and I do love Josuke's hair. I would never say anything bad about Josuke's hair. You know, why would I disrespect his hair? Why would I do that? You know, I do love his hair though. It does look a little goofy, but I like that about it. I like that it's just like so over the top and ridiculous, and I do like how it actually does like have some type of background with it. You know, he's got like some why he has this wacky hairstyle. You know, I think it, because this hairstyle is just so out there. You know, it's so just like what the hell. You know, I think that's cool that he also, his character does tie into this hairstyle too. I think that's clean, that's fresh. Josuke, I'm gonna give a solid A tier. Solid A tier. You know what? Because now I'm looking at it like Josuke's hair. I'm gonna give Josuke's an S. That might be a little much for a lot of people. Like, what? That ugly ass color. Like, how did that ugly ass hair, like that cowlick of a hairstyle, get S tier? But I think it definitely deserves S tier, and I would never disrespect Josuke's hair. After Josuke is Giorno Giovanna. Giorno Giovanna, I feel like it's like you either hate it or you love it. I barely hear anyone say it's just mid. It's just whatever. Giorno's hair, I'm on the side of I love Giorno's hair. I love the donut hair, the clean donut Cinnabon hair. He not only does he have, first of all, he's got blonde hair. I do like it. Finally, we get a different color hair, blonde. That's pretty cool. Finally, something different. And the donut hair, the donuts, the Cinnabons. They look clean. They look clean. And not only does he have that, but he also has the ponytail. So I think it all meshes together very well. I love Giorno's hair. I am going to give Giorno an easy S tier above Josuke, because I definitely like Giorno's a little more than Josuke. Because Giorno just, I mean, look at that. Like, why would you not think Giorno's hair is S tier? Why would you not think it is? After Giorno is Jolyne. Jolyne's hairstyle, I like Jolyne's hairstyle. The two buns and the different hair colors, I think that's really clean. It is definitely a lot more unique than most of the people on the list. There's a couple of people with very unique hairstyles. Jolyne's definitely sticks out a lot because it's green. It's green and it's highlights, and it's not all just one color. She's got multiple colored hair. I think that's a really unique style for Jolyne. So Jolyne, I'm gonna have to put Jolyne. We'll put her A tier. I don't think it's S. S is a little much. S is a little much. But a good A tier for Jolyne. That's a good spot. That's a good spot. Okay. After Jolyne is Johnny. Now Johnny Joestar's wearing a freaking hat. So I don't know. I like the hat. Like, don't get me wrong. Johnny's hat is clean. I can't lie. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's mid. Like, nope. It's definitely clean. I do like the horseshoe on it too, and I like how his hair like falls down a little bit. It looks majestic, you know. But I don't think it's S tier. That's for sure. S tier is a little much, but it does have a like the stars are clean. The horseshoe and the horse on it is really clean too. I just like, and it's also parts of his hair is like coming out of the hat too. I think that's a really nice touch as well. I think his hair definitely is majestic, very unique too, because look that hat is like, yes, there definitely is like another person with a hat, but I think Johnny definitely rocks his hat in a very unique way. I think it's definitely cooler than the other person with the hat on this list. Yeah, I'm already saying that. I'm already came out and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna say Johnny's looks a little cooler. But that's not to say the other person's not, but Johnny's, I do like his style and the way he wears it too. He's got a certain style. It kind of reminds me of Jesse Pinkman, but in this case Johnny is more like Jesse Peakman, because Johnny is peak. So I'm gonna have to put Johnny Joestar. I'm gonna put him A tier above Jolyne. I think his hair and slash hat style is definitely cleaner than Jolyne's, to me at least. To me, no disrespect to Jolyne. And his hat is definitely cleaner than Jotaro. Yeah. But after Johnny is the last person with the hat, and that's the other Josuke from part 8. Now, Josuke, I am not gonna lie, I do not like the sailor hat. I do not like the sailor hat, and I'm gonna be honest, his drip, like, it looks kind of clean, but it also just looks kind of like, bruh, you know, like, it can look clean. Like some panels I've seen, because I haven't read it, but some panels I've seen, he definitely can rock it well, especially with that picture where he's like putting his arm up and he's looking clean. The shoes out there too, his fresh kicks, but if we're only counting his hair and his hat, I don't know, because I feel like Josuke's whole outfit flows, you know, it's a flow kind of thing. His whole outfit's matching, he's flowing with it in a really nice way. Like, all the other guys' outfits match, like, especially Johnny, Joestar, Josuke, Giorno, even Jolyne, they all match, like, fairly well. Jotaro, but I think Johnny's outfit overall matches better than any of them. You know, I think Josuke definitely has a really dope style. Like sometimes he sags his pants with the belt too. Sometimes, like, I think he definitely has a certain style with his fit, but only his hat. I do not like the boy's hat alone. You know, call me a hater, you know, but I'm not really feeling Josuke's Sailor Boy hat. I don't think it's D. Like, I don't think it's D, but I'll give it like a low C. A low C. I don't think it's D. And last, I don't even know this guy's name. Now, this is like, I know he's a descendant of Joseph. This part 9's not even out yet, but JoJo Lands. I don't even know the, like, for sure what the color of his hair is gonna be. Like, I see a lot of people with it's like green or like aqua kind of color, but only going by what I've seen of this person, this Joseph descendant. Because I remember, I know he was like we saw like a small glimpse of him in part 8, I'm pretty sure, but looking from this, I can't judge the color of it. I don't think it's green, or maybe aqua. It could be a plethora of colors, but just from this picture alone, now take it with a grain of salt, but I think it's okay. I think it's alright. I think his hairstyle is alright. I mean, I do like the little braid he's got going down. Shake him, show him your braid, boy, show him your braid. But I don't know if it's like great necessarily. I don't think it's like super clean. I seen another picture where he's got like brown hair and he's got a line through with like 3 balls on his head or whatever. I seen that picture, but I'm gonna go off of this one. And this picture, I don't think it's a bad hairstyle, but it's just not for me. That's just not the best one for me. I don't want to give him a D tier because we barely seen any like pictures of him. We barely seen his hair looking clean, because who knows, it could look really clean in certain panels, but from what I've seen, I might just give him like a D. And I really hate to do that because I can't judge him now, like, I really can't, but take this with a grain of salt. Grain of salt. Cause we barely seen any of him, so it's just like it's whatever, you know, like we barely see any of him, so we'll have to wait. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I went back, did a tier list again. I haven't done a tier list in a while, so it's pretty fun for me to record this video. But this is the tier list. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for 1K, by the way. I'm gonna start posting middle of the week videos as well. Most of the time I'll post like middle of the week video. I'll keep up with the JoJo weekly stuff. I'll always stay with the JoJo stuff, but I want to do like a random topic. Could be anything. A random topic middle of the week. Not super long video, just in the middle of the week every so often. So that's gonna be for this video. Thank you for 1K. Just thank you so much, but peace, y'all.